What's up, Hypixel Nation? I'm your host, Lego Maestro. Let's get right into the news. Guys, before today's episode of Hypixel Alert gets started, I wanted to really quickly apologize to you guys. In the last episode of Hypixel Alert, I know you guys commented a bunch about it. I know I clickbaited. Yes, it's not something I ever do, but it is unfortunately something that I did in the last episode. So I wanted to really quickly apologize for that. I don't want my videos to be associated with clickbait. It's not my type of thing, and I want you guys to be able to trust my title. So again, I apologize. Now, that being said, I'm sure you have all noticed it. If you haven't already left a comment by this time, check it out, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of those exclusive Hypixel jerseys that you might have seen around Twitter. I gotta say, this thing looks pretty fancy. It's got the Hypixel logo, and if you can't already see, right here it actually has my in-game name, Lego Maestro. And then I can't show you, but on the back here it has the Hypixel H for their logo. And so I got this in the mail a couple days ago. I was like, what the heck? This thing is awesome. Now you guys probably have a couple of questions. First off, you're thinking, Lego, how did you get that? Well, the answer to that is actually pretty simple. I got it by surprise. I was not expecting it. It just came in the mail a couple days ago. The Hypixel Network sent it to me by surprise, and I mean, I must say, it is quite the surprise indeed. I am very happy with it. And the second question that you might be having is, Lego, where can I get one? And believe it or not, that actually gets us into our first story of the day. This has been talked about for quite some time. People are constantly asking, Hypixel, will you make any Hypixel official merchandise that people can buy, like a jersey such as this, or, you know, like a mouse pad, a keyboard, something like that, a laptop, a sticker logo, a pin, I mean anything along those lines. And this week we got an official response on it. A player by the name of Cutie made a forum post this week on potential Hypixel merchandise, and as you can see, they had quite a few ideas on what this merch could look like. I mean, from pins to banners, this forum post had it all, and it actually ended up getting a lot of support. And within a couple days of this forum post being made, Hypixel himself responded with this. He said, "We have been trying for years to find the right partner to deliver quality, fast shipping, good prices, and great customer support. In recent months, we have worked with different people for internal merch, and we are testing the quality. We want to make sure you guys pay as little as possible. We do not intend to make a large profit off of these. We are more in for the brand awareness and make our players happy. Hashtag good guy Hypixel." He then said, "We need the right partners that ship worldwide quality products. We actually did some work on this today." So guys, after reading that forum post and his response, it seems possible that in the near future, merchandise for Hypixel could be an official thing. I personally think it's a great idea, so hopefully they release merchandise in the future. Alright, well, ironically enough, our next story is coming from the man Hypixel himself. For those that didn't know, he actually has an official YouTube page where he's made trailers to his previous maps, and in general just some other Hypixel content, but he hasn't uploaded for quite some time now, and people have really wanted him to return. And this week, there's hope, because he tweeted out this. "Finally have okay enough internet to upload, but I don't have anything to upload. I have given up on all my dreams of uploading something." And I'm sure you're thinking to yourself, Lego, how is this hope? It looks like he's not gonna upload. But see, what this looks like to me is an opportunity for the community to change his mind. It seems that the problem before was his internet, but now that that's fixed, all that's left is for someone to change his mind and give him some good ideas, something like that. And there've already been plenty in replying to this tweet, so I definitely do think it's possible that he could return. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I want Mini Squad to return. That was a fire series, and I would really love to see some more. Now, although there is nothing official that he may be uploading videos again, we do have something pretty substantial, because 2 days ago, he tweeted out this. "If Noxie and I do a Q&A stream or video, what kinds of topics would you guys like to hear about?" He then said, "Thinking of doing a video so we can show videos/screenshots easily in the montage instead of a live stream. We could even show bits of Herobrine 3, the deleted adventure map." So it is looking very promising that videos will return on his channel. I must say, that is going to be pretty hype. And another really hype thing is, the last time anyone's actually heard Hypixel's voice, from what I know, was like 2 years ago when he popped in on some random live stream or something like that. So we may actually get to hear what Hypixel sounds like. I mean, if he has face cam on, people are going to go crazy, but I can't say I think that's actually going to happen. But nonetheless, he will hopefully be uploading again to his channel. But I mean, guys, imagine he gets back into it and starts uploading gameplay from his own server. I mean, who doesn't want to see Hypixel play Hypixel? Well, our next story is coming from Pigtooth, the creator of the I Am Stone challenge. And about half a year ago, I covered how the I Am Stone video that got everyone doing this crazy trend ended up getting copyrighted. And it turns out this was a false claim, because he tweeted out this. "My I Am Stone video was copyrighted months ago. They've profited roughly over $1,000 just by claiming it. And I just noticed that there was a false flag." Now, he personally told me that unfortunately there is no way for him to get rid of this flag because it has had a claim on his video for so long. Man, that's gotta hurt. Like, I do feel really bad for you, man. Having a video get millions of views and then finding out that it was a false flag, man, that is sad stuff. Well guys, I have a really juicy story for you involving Hypixel himself and a Hypixel YouTuber, and it's actually a pretty long story, so before we get into that, I'm gonna go ahead and cover an update that happened this week on Crazy Walls. And as always, I'm not gonna bore you guys with the details, I'll just give you the main points. The first thing is that they reworked the Lucky Shop, they added some new kits, perks, and crafts, as well as some new achievements, bug fixes, and a bunch of general changes. They also added a bunch of balance changes, so if you would like to know in detail what was added in this update, then I will leave a link to that forum post in the description for you guys. Because I mean, this episode could go on for half an hour if I read through everything on this forum post. But yeah, overall, good update. Oh man, now it is time for our juiciest story of the day. This is coming from two very well-known people. The first one, of course, being the man, Hypixel himself, and the second being Tenebrous, a very well-known Hypixel YouTuber. This all started a few days ago when Tenebrous uploaded a video titled How I Would Fix Hypixel, and he also posted a link to it on Twitter, to which Hypixel responded, "Hey, thanks for the feedback. Here is my reply," and he left a link to a pastebin where he put all of his thoughts on the video, and I mean, it generally seems like a nice conversation between the two, but within a day later, things really start to heat up, because he uploaded another video titled Hypixel Helper Says Aim Assist is Allowed. And for those that don't know, aim assist is similar to kill aura, and it is clearly bannable in every way and form. And pretty much what happened is someone in a lobby asked a helper if aim assist was allowed, and this helper is new and probably didn't read the chat all that well, and he just wasn't thinking when he replied saying that you can use it at your own risk. Now clearly this is not something that you use on your own risk, this is obviously bannable, and I mean, you know, it was a simple common mistake. And it was one thing for him to post on Twitter about this and make a joke about it, you know, that's humiliating enough for the helper, but then he made an entire video on the screenshot, and now almost 19,000 people have seen the screenshot. I mean, this helper's gotta be getting harassed every other day. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this person resigned, like that's gotta be really bad for him. And after Hypixel had generously given his thoughts on Tenebrous' video, and then a day later he exposes one of his helpers, Hypixel was not having it because he tweeted out this: "There's no need to attack our staff for mistakes and make videos about it. There will be consequences if this keeps going." To which a player responded, "I agree that mistakes should not be attacked for, but they literally said the person's name and no macro. Seems like they just didn't know." To which Hypixel responded, "That's exactly what a mistake is, geez, LOL." He then responded to his first tweet by saying this: "I took time out of my day to reply to one of your video feedbacks and expected better behavior. Disappointed." And that's when the player from before responded, saying not knowing what aim assist is isn't just a mistake. If they truly didn't know, then that's a big issue in your vetting process. To which Hypixel responded, "This is being investigated but also blown out of proportion when you actually read the chat logs." The guy asking the question was baiting. Now right here you can see Hypixel's given us more insight into this screenshot, because what it looks like from here is that Tenebrous was talking with this player that asked the helper the question about aim assist, and it looks like the two of them were working together to get this helper to say something that of course he would regret, and then he could make a video out of it. Now I clearly have no proof, but it is what it looks like. I mean, I could be wrong. The guy that asked the question could have just sent this guy a screenshot and then he made a joke in the video about it. Now that's when another Hypixel player known as Caleb responded, saying, "Geez, Simon, I realize you are proud of your network, man. Like, don't get me wrong, but some of your staff do some very questionable things." To which Hypixel responded, "I am fully aware and made changes. However, this is a pathetic witch hunt, attacking new helpers by baiting them." And that's when Caleb responded, saying, "Let me watch the video real quick before I actually respond." To which Hypixel responded, "I didn't even bother watching this. The screenshot and action speak for themselves." And then Hypixel finished off this conversation by saying this: "A mistake was made by a new member and blown out of proportion by some dude trying to gain internet fame." I mean, he pretty much summed up the entire conversation right here, including the video. I must say, Tenebrous, this was a pretty scumbag move. Now that conversation I just read you isn't even half of the really juicy stuff in this story, because what I just read you was a one-sided conversation between Hypixel and some other Hypixel players. But in the next conversation, Hypixel and Tenebrous go at it. Now, starting off this conversation, Hypixel actually deleted whatever tweet this was. I don't know what was in it, I don't know what was said, but whatever it was deleted. I only have Tenebrous' response to it, which was, "No, I'm actually extremely reasonable and nice. You should be thanking me for helping your community become more educated." Oh snap, this guy's acting entitled to Hypixel himself. It's going down. Now this is when Hypixel really goes off on him, because he responded with this: "By exposing helpers who make one mistake, here's a reply I got from a manager. So you think we should demote for a simple mistake now? What the heck?" And this is the screenshot he posted, which says, "She has made a mistake that was an automatic response to information about mods. I agree it should not have been said, but this YouTuber has been really rude and trying to catch our staff out on purpose." Now let's just stop right there. This confirms exactly what I was saying earlier about Tenebrous trying to bait this helper with his friend, because without this picture right here, you could debate that Tenebrous and the guy that asked the question are completely unrelated, and the guy that asked the question sent it to Tenebrous, but in this post by a manager, you can clearly see that that is not the case. Shame on you, Tenebrous. Shame on you. The screenshot then reads, "She has been targeted targeted on Twitter because of this YouTuber and skier deciding to support it as well, therefore becoming more sensationalized than normal. Wait, what? Skier's involved in this? She is a really active helper that is very well known amongst the community and is normally very effective in her role. She has answered one question incorrectly. Then Hypixel responded to himself by saying this: "As I said, your feedback was accounted and changes were made. I just wish you could understand the other side of the coin here and be more human." And that's when Tenebrous responded with a photo saying, "Okay, first of all, I never said this person should get demoted. Secondly, it is extremely important to get the staffer educated, and that's the issue I am trying to point out. Everybody makes mistakes, I did too. However, when I was exposed for doing stuff that I shouldn't have been, I was mocked for it and it changed my ways very strongly. This is the most effective method of getting someone to change. The automatic response should not have been used, as a new player who is unaware of clients may then look up, aim assist, and use it on your server because they believe it is use at your own risk. I am not a rude person and neither is Skier." Seriously, when did Skier come into this? I also did not try to witch hunt your staff. That is completely ridiculous. I was linked the screenshot on Twitter and decided to make a video about it. There was no witch hunt. Now before I get into Hypixel's response, dude, I gotta respond to this myself. I am pretty sure I stand with the whole community when I say that hate is not the way to go. Like, if you think that making this video exposing this helper is gonna get that helper to change because of all the crazy amounts of hate that they're now getting, then honestly that's just messed up. Now there's a point here that I haven't even covered. In this message that Tenebrous wrote, he says he's trying to help this staff member by sending him all this hate, trying to get him to change his ways, yet clearly from all the evidence we can see, he was the one baiting him in the first place. So he's literally contradicting himself here, saying that he's trying to get this guy to change, yet he was the one who caused him to make a mistake in the first place. Like, that is wrong on so many levels. And then they go make a video on it and send this helper a bunch of hate. Like, that is just wrong. Alright, I've given my opinion long enough. Now it is time to hear what Hypixel had to say. And he says, "I'll say it for the fourth time. Things changed already. This was the first time this was brought up to me. I do not accept such mistakes." And then apparently Tenebrous completely changed his mood because he said this: "Understood and completely reasonable." To which Hypixel responded, "Thank you. I hope everyone understands we can't just emote for one mistake." Now we have one message by Hypixel to completely end off the conversation where he actually touches on a point that I've made here. He says this helper is very well liked and very helpful to many. Imagine how she feels at the moment being exposed like this. Not great and personally affected. And that pretty much ends off the conversation between these two. And also, this is just a really sad scenario. I mean, it's messed up in so many ways. This guy gets his friend and they both bait this helper to make a mistake on purpose. He then says he was just trying to help the staff member not make any more mistakes, even though he was the one that baited him in the first place. And then just to make things even worse, he makes an entire video on this. I mean, this is just a really bad, sad scenario all around. Tenebrous definitely messed up here. Now here's what he should have done and what you guys should do if anything like this happens in the future, is if a helper makes a mistake, you should personally tell that helper and correct them by message. Message him, be like, "Hey, you made a mistake here. That's not right," or "You didn't read what you said." Something like that, you know? Just helpful criticism, not sending him a bunch of hate. Moral of the story here, folks, don't be like this guy and bait for views. And I'm sure you guys already know, but I thought I would tell you, do not send this helper any hate. This was just a clear mistake. They got baited and they weren't realizing what they were typing. I don't know about you guys, but I would love to see the rest of the chat logs so we could really see just how baited this helper got. Man, but there is still one question left after this entire discussion that I have no answer to. Where the heck did Skier play into this? Alright, well now it is time for the community shoutout, and we only have one this week that I know of, and that's this Spy for You This Week hit 50,000 subscribers. GGT, dude, keep making those memes. Good stuff. Alright, so since you guys have stayed this far in the video, I have something really exclusive and very special for you. This is coming from BlackPlasmaStudios, and after they just released Animation Life Part 2, which was amazing by the way, one of their animators let me know that I am allowed to tell you guys what they are animating next. You can pause the video and take your guesses, but I'll tell you here, they are working on a UHC animation. Oh man, that's gonna be hype. I just want to see Daredevil in it. Like, that's gonna end the animation pretty soon. I mean, that would honestly be hilarious if they actually ended up putting that in their animation. But guys, don't worry, I am not leaking anything. I am allowed to say this. And yeah, I mean, I am really hyped and waiting for this animation. I'm sure it won't be for a while, but nonetheless, it's gonna be amazing when it comes out. Well, now it is time for the community shoutout, and this one, guys, I know in my entire history of doing the community shoutouts here on Hypixel Alert, they have always been a montage. And today I'm changing that up because this community shoutout is going to the Originalace's video called Abusing Hypixel YouTube Rank. And I must say, it was a pretty hilarious video. I think there might be a little language in it, and I do mean a little, which is unfortunate, so I am giving you guys a heads up on that. But still, it was a hilarious video, so I will leave a link to it in the description. It's pretty funny stuff. Well, now it is time for our play of the week, and again, I am changing things up here on Hypixel Alert. This week I have two play of the weeks because they were both really good, and I really just couldn't pick one. The first one is going to Alex2824's Block Clutch and a Pearl Clutch. So without further ado, roll the clip. and the second is an insane combo kill while the player is on a heart. This one is done by Zeverr, and without further ado, roll the clip. So that is going to do it for the news today. Before I end off the episode, there are two things that I want to say. First off, I got to give a shout out to my man Jack Sucks at Life, because in his video this week called Another YouTuber Stole My Minecraft Skin, I ended up being featured at the 1 minute and 50 second mark. Much love, man. Much love. And secondly, guys, I'm doing a giveaway with Rilly, a very well-known Skywars YouTuber. It's just a one-on-one giveaway, and we're giving away an MVP plus rank, VIP plus rank, and a booster of your choice. So I mean, pretty good stuff. So if you'd like to enter, it will be in the description. With that being said, if you've gotten used to submit, my Twitter and Discord are in the description. Of course, you can submit for the play of the week with the description link as well. If you've enjoyed this episode of Hypixel Alert, putting a like on the video would be much appreciated, and it shows that you like what I do here. But other than that, Hypixel Nation now over 26,450 subscribers, and I'll see you next time. Oh, wait, before I end off the episode, there is something I really quickly want to say, and that's addressing when am I actually going to be wearing this Hypixel jersey, and I'm thinking when I'm going to wear it is every 500 subscribers. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on that. Again, Hypixel, thank you so much for the jersey, and I'll see you guys next time.